Hi students, welcome to Shekhar's history classes. This video is part of History through Mains questions series. In this video, we will analyze this question related to Buddhism. The here question is critically analyze the contribution of Buddhism to ensure stable and prosperous Indian society in 5th century BCE. Here if you segregate the issue, here first contribution of Buddhism to ensure stable and prosperous Indian society is one part, and here you have to see analyze and also other term critically. So that means whatever principles Buddhism has propagated in 5th century BCE has certain critical elements as well. So in the end we have to highlight even those critical aspects as well. But most of the question should go for positive contribution of Buddhism. Let us understand. Here I have listed the important contributions: no accumulation of wealth related, poverty related, simple life, and entry to or empowerment of women and Shudras, protection of animals, and also moral code of conduct. Here critical elements like no entry for debtors, no entry for slaves, and similarities between monks and Brahmanas. So these are the various critical elements. Let us understand now one by one. This is the map which prevailed during 5th century BCE. It was the age of Mahajanapadas. Many Mahajanapadas are identified in this map. Here Buddhism and Jainism related religions emerged in the eastern part of Indian subcontinent or eastern part of Gangetic Valley. And in another video I have discussed about various causes for the rise of Buddhism and Jainism. The causes like during 6th century BCE the material wealth increased, it rise of new urban areas, and due to Brahmanical tradition there is a resentment in the social sections. And considering these reasons, Buddhism propagated new principles which tried to alleviate the problems that existed in 5th century BCE. Now let us see one by one. Here that was the age of second urbanization. In our Indian subcontinent, the first urbanization was Indus Valley civilization. This was called first urbanization, and in the 6th century BCE this is called second urbanization era. During this time period, it led to the rise of many urban areas. This rise of urban areas and spread of material wealth led to accumulation of wealth, and because of accumulation of wealth, social evils like violence, stealing started taking place. And Buddhism said accumulation of wealth is not good for human happiness, so it propagated the ideal no accumulation of wealth. This is one of the greatest contribution of Buddhism. And also it tried to eradicate the poverty as well. According to Buddha, poverty breeds violence and it breeds hatred. That's why he asked the people who have riches donate to poor people. And this is one of the reasons monks they lived a simple life, but they depended on alms from rich people or those who have the power to donate. And simple life was propagated for monks, those who joined the Buddhist monasteries, and he did not say for accumulation of wealth, and he prescribed very simple life for monks. And it gradually led to social revolution, and many people started contending with whatever limited means they have, but still tried to live happily. So this is another major contribution of Buddhism. And another significant contribution of Buddhism is entry to women and Shudras in Sanghas. Before the rise of Buddhism and Jainism, the restrictions were placed on women and Shudras, and Buddhism gave emancipation to women and Shudras. They were also allowed in Sanghas, and now they could be treated religiously equal with other fellow members of Sangha. And it also led to the rise of protection of animals. So in today's modern parlance, the animal rights concepts also emerged during this time period, because due to material wealth there was a requirement of cattle wealth, but due to Vedic sacrifices there were cattle wealth was being decimated. The Buddhism principle was non-violence, and due to this principle it led to the protection of cattle wealth, and it also prescribed moral code of conduct for society, and moral code of conduct like truth, non-violence, peace. So these are the some of the important moral code of conduct that prescribed for society, and it led to the rise of prosperous and stable Indian society. And it also asked people to question the existing norms, and also it asked to use the reasoning in solving the day-to-day problems. So it led to the rise of new awareness and intellect in society. So these are the positive aspects of Buddhism. However, there are certain limitations also, because according to 5th century BCE conditions, Buddhism also did not try to eliminate all the existing evils of the society. It tried to eliminate certain evils of the society, but still some of the other elements which is still prevalent, Buddhism did not touch them. For example, debtors were not allowed in the Sangha without clearing their debts. So it is indirectly, it is helping the traders who are lending money, so that the lenders will not, so that lender, it favors in favor of lenders. And no entry for slaves. So it encourages, or it is in this principle is in favor of the masters of the slaves. So here you can say that the principles are in favor of the rich sections of society. And there is another critical aspect of Buddhism is there are similarities between monks and Brahmanas. Brahmanas did not participate in the economic activities or the activities which will generate wealth. Similarly, monks also did not involve in the wealth creation. So they dependent on wealth of others in the society. This is another critical aspect about the Buddhism principles. And when it comes to salvation, the salvation path prescribed only for monks who joined the Sanghas. But for the general masses, it only allowed the people who to go for regular day-to-day life activities. It asked the common people to respect the existing norms in society. Here you can say no entry for debtors, no entry for slaves. This means for common people it asked to obey the rules of the society. This is another way of to ensure stable society in Indian society. So here stability, Buddhism has led to taken for stability aspect, but when it comes to prosperous aspect, here these are the principles which are for prosperous Indian society. So these are the various contributions of Buddhism in to ensure stable and prosperous Indian society in 5th century BCE. Because of these liberal progressive ideas, the importance of Buddhism continued even till today. So this is about this particular question. Thank you.